Google Education at Stone Creek Charter School is a very exciting opportunity that we are looking forward to be able to capitalize on using 21st century technology to help our students really maximize their ability to stay organized in school, to communicate with their teachers. It opens up a completely different avenue of communication between families and teachers in the school, and we see it as a huge resource in terms of the future direction that Stone Creek is going to be taking. We also have learned that there is a great opportunity here in utilizing this resource to improve our student achievement scores above and beyond where they already are, which has been outstanding. And we're going to really look forward to that opportunity to help our students in terms of their ability to take both nationally standardized and state standardized assessments that we use in terms of our funding and some of the other benefits that we receive from the state and the federal government. So great opportunity for Stone Creek. We're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to what it's going to do for everybody associated with the organization.
Siri, I heard that Stone Creek has just started using Google Education, and I don't know much about it. Can you tell me a little bit about what you like about Google Education and what benefits there are?
Absolutely. So far this year we've begun using the Google Sites on the Google Education server that allow us to make a web page for each class, such as language arts, history, science, math. And on the site we can upload documents that the children need. We've also begun using the documents, Google Documents, in which they can create Excel spreadsheets and Word documents, which are already embedded in the site, and also PowerPoint presentations.
Wow.
So we've already begun using some of those things, and we'll continue through the year.
So have you noticed any responses from the kids? Do they like this kind of platform? Are they interested in it? How does it help them?
It's definitely noticeable how much they are engaged now, how much more engaged they are, and how motivated they are. And I've noticed that directly following collaborating, using the documents back and forth over the internet with the kids.
Hi Lindsay, you're an upper school teacher, and I heard that Stone Creek is starting to use Google Education. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what the important things are about it?
Google Education will differentiate Stone Creek from other schools because we are teaching our children how to use 21st century skills.
What do you mean by 21st century education?
This will help our students learn how to use the cloud, which is things are stored on the internet. People aren't really carrying around USB drives anymore and plugging in different versions. All their versions will be stored on one place. They can go back and see the revisions of papers that they have written, and then a teacher could go in and make comments on the paper of how to improve the next draft. So then the student could go to that same document, which is on the internet, accessible from any computer he or she has access to, and they can make more changes and keep revising. It also allows students to work together, so if 3 students are doing a lab report in science, they could all be working on the same document. The teachers are using this a lot right now because we have different documents we work on together, and like our middle school schedule, for example. We all are on there. Some of us will go type in changes of the times, and someone else will go on and say, that doesn't work, let me type in these new changes. And we're able to keep track of one document, multiple users.
So it sounds like Google Education really benefits the communication between students and teachers. Does it also help the communication between with parents, with the school and parents?
I think it really can help the communication between parents and the school. Right now the upper school has a website, so they go to one site and they can see all the assignments and information for language arts, social studies, science, and math. We have on the front page a calendar which includes upcoming tests, upcoming field trips, so parents can keep track of major dates that are coming up in their student's life. It can also help them by having access to worksheets that the kids might have lost on the way home. They can print it so a student won't fall behind just because they might be a little bit unorganized.
So no more forgotten homework.
Ideally.
Ideally. Which applications are we using, or Stone Creek using in Google Education right now?
Right now we're utilizing the mail program, and so students and teachers have an @stonecreekschool.org address. We are also using the calendar to keep track of events. We are using Google Sites, not only the school web or the upper school website that we use to communicate with parents, but students can also build websites. We're also using the Documents, which is a kind of functional version of Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, as well as the ability to upload any type of document you want. And those are the ones we're currently using, but we're also in the research phase trying to decide which other applications will be helpful to our goals in teaching the students and engaging them.
Sounds very exciting.
It is very exciting.
So, Miss Lindsay, I noticed that my child, 8th grade, was studying for a test the other night, and that looked very different than last year. Can you tell us all how you're teaching our kids how to study using online tools?
Well, right now, all of our math books and science books have an online version, so students can log in and read anything in their textbook. They're interactive, so if a student doesn't know a vocabulary word, they can click on it and they will get the word read to them as well as the definition, so they don't have to go to the glossary. They can also just listen to the text being read by someone who reads in a slow, calming voice. So if they're struggling with the reading, they have that resource to help them. They also have a bunch of interactive quizzes and tests that the students can take to prepare. They're multiple choice, and then the students select their answers and click to check their answers, and they get immediate feedback as to what they are correct and what they need to keep studying. Some of the other features in our textbooks are online art, where they can go type in a web code, and the pictures in their books can become animated. So if it's a stationary picture of a complex process, they can see it in motion. And that can be really helpful to visual learners.
Great. My kids are really enjoying this online environment you've given them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We love Google